Hello folks and friends, welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing really well. I seem to be starting a lot of my videos on my phone lately because I keep forgetting to charge my camera. So today's video is one that I'm very excited for because Merlin is going to be doing his first show. Well, kind of. So basically, back in the pandemic, when I couldn't go out to the barn, one of the ways that I occupied some of my time was watching some equestrian content creators here on YouTube. And watching their videos is what made me want to start my own YouTube channel once I got Merlin. Some of the people that I watched during the pandemic were based in the UK, and they were doing these online dressage shows called Dressage Riders Online. Every month they have different tests that they're judging. You enter, one or two tests. They have all different levels. It's really affordable. It's 12 British pounds, which is about right now like 20 Canadian dollars. It's open internationally, so even though it's based in the UK, people from all around the world are welcomed and encouraged to submit videos. And you basically have until the third weekend of every month to submit your videos, and it's judged by a proper dressage judge. You get comments back and you even get ribbons, even internationally. So if I pay £5 and we so happen to place, Merlin will get a ribbon posted to him from the UK. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do it with him for a while, but I just haven't felt like his dressage is there. But now I feel much more confident in his dressage work. We're literally just doing a walk trot test. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, and the videos are due on the 23rd, which is Saturday. So my plan is tonight I'm going to practice some of the elements of the test. Tomorrow during the day or tomorrow night I'm going to memorize the test and run through it, and then Friday I will film it. So I'm going to kind of document the process of prepping for the test, and then hopefully I will get the score and the comments back and I can include it all in one video. So it's time for this buddy to put on his dancing shoes, because even though two of the three phases of eventing are jumping phases, dressage is a very important aspect of eventing. There's a bunch of different online dressage shows and competitions and things like that. One of the things that drew me to Dressage Riders Online was, number one, that it's very affordable, and also they don't care. It's literally on their website. They don't care what tack you use as long as you're not using draw reins, side reins, things like that. A lot of other dressage competitions will not allow competitors to compete in a bitless bridle. Right now, Merlin is having some bit issues, so I've been riding him in his bitless bridle and he's been so soft and lovely. And this is an online competition that allows me to utilize the tack that works for him, and I'm still able to enter and compete and get ribbons. It's getting to be that time of year where the sun is setting as I'm warming up and the leaves are starting to change. My favorite time of year, especially for hacking, because the bugs aren't too bad. So the test that I've selected of the two that are available is quite simple. There's not even a halt within the test, it's just at the end. But we have been working on halting from walk to halt. We're still not at the point where he can do trot to halt, which is fair. We've also been working on trot to walk transitions in connection. We're also doing some changes of rein and quick transitions, say going across the diagonal at a trot, walking 2 to 5 steps over X, and then continuing at a working trot. And last but not least, a free walk. As well as he stretches at the trot, he hasn't actually done a free walk. So he's understanding it. It's not quite as kind of long and stretchy as I would like, but he's getting there. Good enough that I feel ready to attempt a test this month.
Should be
So there was a bit of tension in what we practiced, but he did there were some really nice moments, and I definitely think we're ready for the test. Weirdly, the bit that he finds the hardest is being connected in the walk. So I'm not going to be super picky with that. His trot work is absolutely beautiful and his canter work is really coming along. So happy with that. Tomorrow, hopefully we can run through the test and see what happens. So it is the next evening and I'm just out on a little bareback hack with Eve. Our arena is a 20 by 60, but there's some hay being stored. So I have to set up a 20 by 40. So I can't practice in the 20 by 40 tonight, but we're gonna run through the test. I've pretty much got it memorized. Compared to the dressage tests that we have in Canada, it's a bit of an odd test, but it's very simple. So I'm hoping that tonight I might be able to run through it 2 or 3 times. The only aspect of it that I'm a little bit unsure about is that it ends with a half 20-meter circle followed by a trot to halt transition, which Merlin has never done. So we probably won't be scoring very high in that aspect of the test, but that is completely fine. I'm excited to give it a try. This will be my first time even attempting a dressage test in probably 15 years, if not longer, like since I was in Pony Club. Definitely going to be an interesting experience. It's literally a walk trot test, but gotta start somewhere. And I think for the walk trot, we're not just doing it for Merlin, we're also doing it for me. I've never properly competed in dressage, and learning dressage tests has always been difficult for me. Ran through the test 3 times, and while there were aspects to like about each of them, none of them were what I would call show ready. Editing Kaitlyn here, and oh my god, do I want to reach into the screen, slap myself across the face, and tell myself to shut up. Obviously, the test that you tried that night is not going to be show ready because it's his first ever time trying a dressage test and first ever time trying some of those moves like the half 10-meter circle to a halt. Past me is driving current me absolutely insane with all the negative self-talk. So I'm hoping that tomorrow it goes a little bit better. I don't know, feeling a bit negative in the mindset, but I'm going to try to move past it, and tomorrow is a new day, although I think I'm going to need to get someone to film my test because my pivot is not going to work like I thought it was. So we have a slight change of plans. It is now Friday, and I've just set up the boundaries of the 20 by 40 arena. Unfortunately, because of the hay, the letters here they're not accurate. So I went to the dollar store and I made my own set of makeshift letters, and I set up a 20 by 40. So yeah, setting that up tonight. I'm going to put the letters, and then I'm going to bring Merlin in here just bareback in a halter and let him have a look in prep for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm going to have a lesson on him, run through my test, and my coach is going to film for me. So I've got it set up as a 20 by 40 with those poles being the limit, and all done. I even used the old measuring tape. Little hack if you're an English person who rides their horse sometimes in their halter: buy a set of roper, like Western roper reins, and you won't have to precariously tie a knot with a lead rope on the side of your horse's halter. The only thing I will say about these reins is that they are a bit like short for regular riding. Are you gonna look at that? No. Okay. We will probably look at the ones down here because this is our spooky end anyway. Yes. You can stop. It's all right. Just don't hope. Stop and look. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good job. What about this way? No, we gotta actually go into the corners. Good boy. Yeah, you don't really care. Yeah, this end. See, he's already looking at this end. You're all right, Bubba. You're okay. Yeah, I know. And take a look at it. You're not even looking. Look there. Good boy. Okay. Good. It's okay. Yeah, I know. This part hasn't changed. It's just that there's some cones down on the ground. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good job, sweetheart. Good man. Did you grab too much? Huh? Got more than you can stuff in your mouth? I think so. So, it is Saturday. I just got on my dude. He's got his nice white saddle pad on. And I'm just warming him up and waiting for my coach to come down, and we'll run through the test maybe once or twice and then film it. Oh my god, guys, it's happening. My first ever dressage voiceover. So first bit of the test is to enter at working trot from A to X and then transition to walk at X. He got a 6 for this, and the judge said he was falling right on the center line, which is 100% true. I've been struggling with that for a while. X to C, medium walk, C track left, and then C to H, medium walk. He got a 7 for this, and the judge said active steps. H to X, medium walk, and X transition to working trot, XFA working trot. He got a 7 for this, pleasing walk steps. At A, circle right 20 meters, and after that, from A to K working trot, he got a 7 for this. And the judge said obedient steps. So I'm very pleased about this because we've been working a lot on our transitions and things like that. From K to E, you have to do a working trot. And then at E, turn right at X, transitioning to the walk at over X 2 to 5 steps, and then back up into the trot while changing direction. This, he got a 7, and it said clear balance. At X, the transition, he also got a 7, fluent transition. C, circle left 20 meters. He got a 6.5 for this, and the judge said he needs more inside bend, which I 100% agree with. This is definitely his trickier rein. C to H, working trot, and then at H, transition to a medium walk. H to E, a medium walk. And then at E, we had to halt and be still for 4 seconds. And then E to K, proceed in medium walk to K. So he got a 7 for this, and it said that he had a well-balanced halt. I agree. I think it could have been a bit better. KAFX, free walk on a long rein. X to H, X to H, and then between X and H, transition to medium walk. Sorry, it's confusing. He got a 7 for this, and the judge said fair walk steps. I do think, and my coach mentioned that his free walk could be more stretchy and kind of loose, and I 100% agree, but you got to start somewhere, right? H to C, medium walk, and then at C, transition to working trot. CMB, working trot. So here he got a 7, and the judge said clear preparation, which I appreciated. B to X, half 10 meter circle to X, and then X to G, working trot with a halt at G. So for the half 10 meter circle and the trot to G, he got a 6.5, saying more balance and bend needed. And then for his halt, he got a 7. and the judge said fair halt, which I appreciate because I didn't feel like it was very good. So those are the marks for the movements within the test itself, and now there are some other marks, some more general marks that I will take you through. So I'll leave you with this footage that I asked my coach to take of Merlin cantering after we had finished our test. And please bear with me as I muddle my way through this. I'm very new to riding dressage tests and I don't really understand how the scoring works. I just know like what a decent score is, what a really good score is, what a not so great score is. So the first of the more general marks is for paces, freedom and regularity thereof. This is worth double marks and he got a 7 for this, so double that is 14. Next is impulsion, the desire to move forward, the elasticity of steps, and the suppleness of the back. He also got a 7 for this, double marks for a total of 14. Submission, so attention and confidence, harmony, lightness, ease of movements, acceptance of the bridle, and lightness of the forehand. He got a 6.5 for this for a total of 13, which I 100% agree with because he's still a baby, he is definitely more on his forehand than I would like him to be, just as he builds up strength. Next is position of the rider, which I got a 7 for, also double marks for a total of 14. I'm very appreciative of that because I'm working very hard on my position, particularly my seat, my elbows, my shoulders, my upper body at the moment, and I've been getting really down on myself, so it's nice to get a nice mark like that. And then effectiveness of the rider aids, a 6.5 for a total of 13. So overall, he got a 68.26% for this test, which I'm really, really happy with. And the judge overall said a very active horse with regular paces. Nice to see you preparing the balance for the transitions and fluency, which I thought was very nice. So I'm excited for next month. So I don't quite know how to say this, so I'm just going to come out and say it. The results for the dressage test came out today, and we won. Like, I've kind of been over the moon since this morning, but at the same time, I can't quite believe it because I've always been absolute shit at dressage, and he's very a talented young horse, but he's only 4. Yeah, I don't know. I had no big expectations for it. And to be honest, the craziest part about this whole thing isn't that we won, although that is insane. It's the fact that after I rode the test and I was watching it back, I was getting in such a negative mindset because certain aspects of it didn't go the way that I hoped it would. In other words, it wasn't a perfect test. You know, there were a couple times where he went out of connection, his free walk was not great, but overall he was very obedient. It was a very decent test, but because I got in such a negative mindset, I nearly didn't submit it, and I would have missed out on this. Moral of the story for this video is tell yourself to shut up. Tell yourself to ignore the negative Nancy voice in your head that's telling you you shouldn't do something or that you're not ready. We were ready and he did really good. It wasn't a huge class. There were 9 people in it, but still, I'm just absolutely thrilled. I got some really, really nice constructive feedback from the judge, and I think it's really beneficial for me to have something to work towards so that I don't get stagnant and complacent in his training. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited to give a walk trot canter test a try next month, which will be really good prep for his first clinic that we're doing here at the farm at the end of next month. We're going to do a test riding clinic with a dressage judge. Even though he's not going to be a dressage horse, he does need to be able to do a nice dressage test in eventing, and I definitely need more feedback and skills on riding dressage tests, so that should be lots of fun. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and hit the like button because it really does help me out. My videos got into a rut for a while where they weren't being seen or shared by the YouTube algorithm as much, and lately I've been pretty consistent and the algorithm has been kind to me. Lots of new people have joined and it just really makes me smile. From me and this dude, hi, we say don't forget to give your horse or pony a hug or a kiss the next time you see them. Bye.